Okay, so that was a lot of information. So let me just summarize what went on with the New York Comic Con 2022 panel. So first off, we started with Cissy Jones, who is the voice of Lilith, and she acted as the moderator throughout the panel. She presented Zeno Robinson, who voices Hunter, Alex Hirsch, who voices Hootie and King, Sarah Nicole Robles, who is the voice of Luz, and of course Dana Terrace. Mae Whitman, she kinda came a little late, but she is the voice of Amity. In general, they were just asked questions about, for instance, for Nicole, they asked her if she wanted one of the characters as a family member. She answered Hootie. Funny enough, Alex Hirsch, he brought this puppet thing resembling Hootie. He did some impression of like his voice, and he actually told the story of how he found Hootie's voice. He was trying to do a bad impression of Mickey Mouse, and then I just was like, yeah, that's the one.
Wow. Hey guys! Wow! Finally I have friends!
Zeno, the voice of Hunter, he came on in the second season, and he says that working with the crew was a fantastic experience, and he's really honored to be part of this. And Mae Whitman, when she arrived, like they asked her also what was her favorite part of playing this character, and she answered a very like beautiful answer. She said that Amity as a character is a very complex one. She had a lot of evolution, and she wasn't nice at first, and that was due obviously to a lot of generational trauma and this obsession of perfection that she had. But when she met Luz, she found that she could tap into this vulnerable side, and that the most important thing was to be present in life and let go of all these ideas she had before. She also commented on Luz's and Amity's relationship along with Sarah Nicole, that it was just the coolest experience, and how the fans have reacted to this shipping, that the fan base really gets them, and it couldn't have been cooler because like showed a lot of visibility, especially for kids that were in the LGBTQ. And Mae actually shared that she was part of the community. She came out as pansexual, so it just made it a lot more personal for her.
I always consider myself so lucky to be able to be a part of a show like this, and just like what it means. And you know, again, for me, like coming out as bisexual, yes, I'm under the umbrella. For me, this was like, I felt even more strongly and passionately about this because, you know, I've said it in the past, but I think like having a show like this when I was growing up would have been just really cool, even just to, like we're saying, how much we love these characters for, and how much we love you guys for seeing us, like, and for understanding who we are. I think that's, you know, something that would have been really cool to have as a kid. And, you know, and I think it's like great for everybody to sort of have that visibility and have that connection and be able to see themselves in you, and to kind of like know how loved you are, and know like how we're a part of you just as much as you're a part of us, you know?
Finally, they asked what was their favorite experience on the show, and pretty much everyone answered kinda in the same lines. The fan reaction was one of the main ones, how they had built this amazing fan base that was really loyal and really loved the show. And in a way, also kinda relationship they had, the entire crew, all the fun they had, even though it was making a show in the middle of a pandemic, which were hard times for everyone. They got together at some point to see the show, very few times, but that was really fun to work on that, doing the Zoom meetings and calls, trying to figure out how to bring this product that honestly came out amazing. Finally, Alex and Dana said that this moment in the panel was one of the best ones because it will be the last New York Comic Con panel they would have for their show, and actually the first two, because the first one was way before the first season, so there wasn't really a fan base built, and it didn't feel the same. And this time, after, you know, pandemic restrictions, they were able to actually get together. So that was one of their favorites for them.
Like, started amazing, now is exploding. Like, all the potential energy that was like inside it is huge, and like seeing the fans respond to each one of those moments of growth, it's you know, I've been so fortunate to work on multiple projects that have passionate responses, and that's not always the case. There's plenty of times you work on stuff and people kind of don't pay that much attention, and honestly, maybe right now being here seeing this might be the best moment because it's so rewarding.
Yeah.
Then they moved on to the teaser, and Dana said that we would see new development designs for the first episode, that we will explore a lot more of Gravesfield, Luz's home, see the shack and the way everyone was designing it and making it their own space, and it will be an actual Halloween episode. Also, they will see a giraffe, finally. They show some sketches of V, that Hunter actually does have a pocket for Flapjack, and Luz is going through a lot, that she is